Just quickly. Did everyone hear me? Yes. Father Andre, Mr. McGillicuddy, Ms. Vitonis, Ms. Hallich, Mr. Natuk, and the Corpus Christi staff, friends, family, and my fellow graduates of 2014. It is an absolute honor and privilege to stand before you here today, and you all look great. Graduates, alas, we have reached a point that may be the close to a chapter in our lives, but it's also the start of a new one. It's a major milestone of success. We made it. Barely, but we made it. As you look around with who you're sitting with today, who do you see? You see your friends, your parents, your teachers, maybe your day one, your turn-up crew, the homies, the boys, and maybe even they. But more importantly, you see a family. 4 years ago, we walked in this what seemed massive school. I remember grade 9 like it was yesterday. I was short, skinny, I had a lot of voice cracks. I'd like to say a lot has changed. But I think we all remember grade 9 because of how small we felt. It's like we were small fish in a big sea, as cliche as that sounds. But the mighty waves of Corpus have offered us more than we could ever imagine. We've, well, only being in 4 years of high school, we've had a very special time. We've gone to numerous championships and officer tournaments. We've put on 2 incredible musical productions, had some amazing C4 concerts. We've turned way up, and we've even witnessed the emergence of one of our very own homies in fame and stardom, Kid Frankie. Now let's not forget, high school has also been a time of emotional instability, a time to blame our teachers for all the bad marks that they gave us, a time to put our hats back on once Commissioner Young had left the premise, a time to subtweet all the people who should have known better, and a time to make stupid decisions, face the consequences, look back and feel guilty as we did make those decisions, and then do them again. But in this special time, we've also had to overcome challenges. Maybe we've faced disappointment, or we've made a few mistakes along the way, like saying the wrong thing at the wrong time, or texting in Miss Shaw's class. But those bad decisions are a part of growing. And the good news is that we get a lot of those bad decisions out now, before we get to something legit, like Frosh Week or whatever. Our Corpus Christi community has acted as a good community and a safe place for us to have all those experiences and overcome all the obstacles that being a teenager has to offer. It's made us stronger for the future. It's like lifting weights. If you don't have any pain, then there's no gains. And I think that our teachers and all the Corpus Christi staff, as well as our parents, they deserve an enormous thank you from us, because it was their dedication day in and day out that brought us to the mature individuals, for the most part, that we are today. And today's the day that we come to our graduation. And I realize when we look around at our school, we're all going to see something different. I, for instance, may see, a beautiful and flourishing Catholic community, while some of you may see, I don't want to say detention center or something like that, but you all have your own perspectives. Nonetheless, as we move on, no one will ever see the school the way you did. No one will ever take away from the school the same things that you do. And no one will ever remember the school the way you will. Because we're all graduating as unique individuals. A man named Drew Dudley once said that there's no world, there's only 6 billion understandings of it. And similarly, that's what we have here at Corpus. There's no single Corpus Christi Catholic secondary school because we all understand it differently. And that's very much what makes our school more than just a school. It's our individual outlooks that make our school a community or a home, like the home of the Longhorns that says up there. And like pieces to a puzzle, though we're all shaped differently, we have a part to play in each other's lives, and we fit together to form a big picture. And that picture is our beautiful graduating class that's here in front of me today. Well, for the past 4 years, a version of our family. A nice, big, slightly dysfunctional, yet still very good-looking family. And while we may be leaving physically, that doesn't mean that any of it's gone at heart. In the words of the great Juan Lopez, we have the orange in our blood. We've formed memories together and friendships that will last us our whole lifetime. How warm and fuzzy that feels until we realize that after today, we're leaving. What kind of cruel world is this? It's inevitable that the transition we're making is hard. We've had to start asking ourselves the tough questions like, who's going to do my laundry? Who's going to remind me to pack clean underwear? What if my teachers don't let me walk into class late all the time? What if I don't have any money? You won't, by the way, in case you're wondering. And what if I'm in a rush, I need breakfast, and there's no Longhorn's Cafe to go to? In her novel Frankenstein, Mary Shelley writes, "Nothing is so painful to the human mind as a great and sudden change." It's very easy to try to control our future, and I can say that because I've tried it many times. But the reality is that we can't. We can only do so much before things are out of our hands and all we're left in control of is ourselves. We can't change the cards that we're given, we can only change how we lay them. And we can either run from the change, or we can see where the open doors takes us. And that's what I encourage you to do. Because just like in grade 9, we become like small fish again, the currents carrying us faster than any of us would have thought, into bigger and more open waters, unless you're returning. And if that's the case, keep going. I encourage you all to take the memories and experiences that you've made and share them with one another. Hold on to them. Look back on them fondly. But most importantly, use them. Use who you've become to make a positive impact on the lives around you. I want all of you to know how valuable and how loved you are, and that you're worth every opportunity you're given to make the world a better place around you. I'm going to miss you, but you all have God-given talents, and I'm confident you're all going to do great things. So good luck, stay blessed, and for maybe the last time I'll get to say it, remember to treat everyone with dignity, equity, and respect. Happy graduation.